Yeah, I went to the College of Design in '99 at NC State, and graduated in 2003. I was a graphic design major, and landed a job at IBM as soon as I graduated. When we first started the company, we were working out of my house, so we were in a very closed network. And I really didn't know any other entrepreneurs in this area, and I had very limited resources in terms of, or networks in terms of fundraising folks, investors, other companies to talk to. So it felt like we were very closed off here. And so initially we were like, yeah, we've got to move somewhere else because this area just can't support it. But what this area did have going for it was that it was very economical to live here. It was very economical to start a business. And there was really great talent here. And I reached out to some of the folks at the city that I knew, and we worked with them to relocate into this really great co-working space downtown. And all of a sudden my company, that was at the time 12 of us working out of my basement day in and day out, are now put in the middle of a co-working space that houses, I think, about 40 or 45 companies. So all of a sudden that very closed network that we had known as our reality here really exploded. It was just us in this big room together working all the time, and we moved here, and all of a sudden we're interacting with all these other companies, and my guys on my team have the opportunity to network with these other companies. They do development talks together, they do marketing talks. We're able to bounce ideas off of each other constantly. I think it really provides for a nice ecosystem where companies, depending on what stage they are, have an opportunity to give back or to give forward to these other companies. Especially knowing the presence of all of these other folks and these other companies, I think has been really exciting. And to see the growth with companies like Citrix coming into downtown, Red Hat relocating down here, and then some of the bigger funding stories that we see with companies like Digital Smiths recently announced an acquisition here. And so I think those are the kind of things that 4 years ago I really didn't hear much about. And when I would think tech Raleigh 4 years ago, I would think IBM and Lenovo and the companies at the park, and now all of a sudden it's like right in the heart of the city. And then amongst that, we have co-working spaces like what we're in, where we have WedPics, and then we have all of these other companies that are right here with us, and there's a handful of other establishments that are very similar. That I think it's really exciting to see that happening here. And Raleigh cares about the talent on the level of the 1, 2, 3 person companies in the same manner that they care for the 600,000 person companies. So I think number one, from a business standpoint, it's really effective to run a business here, or efficient as well. When I look at friends companies in the Northeast or on the West Coast, I mean, we're able to operate with equal or greater talent supply at a fraction of the cost. So I think that's great. The cost of living here is really phenomenal. Raleigh, since I've been here in '99 to where it is today, has just exploded in terms of the entertainment scene, the music, the food, the places to go out and have drinks. I think there's a lot to do here, and it's a really fun city. I know that when you read stories about Raleigh being, in the top 10 cities for 20-year-olds or top 10 tech cities, you read that, but you always have to take it with a grain of salt. Like, I don't quite know what that's like, but being somebody who's actually here in Raleigh and having been pretty much to every major city in the US and spent some time there, it's a really great city for us to call home. And I think that it offers a whole lot in terms of people moving to this area. For my team in particular, I'd say about half of the people moved into Raleigh from either other cities or other states, and everybody really likes the area, whether they're moving to downtown or they're moving into other areas of the city. It offers a lot, and there's a really diverse nature around the city. I think there's something to add about being a bigger fish in the area that's really nice, in that people know about our company, people know about us as individuals. We've had a lot of really great opportunities in the city, great local PR, and so all of that, if we moved somewhere else, all of a sudden we're just one of everybody else. So that's been really exciting for us.